Legion Tactical Cutlery. Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, new recruits. As always, really appreciate you all taking your time to check out my channel and my videos. Really appreciate it. So today we're going to be taking a look at the third and last knife that I received from CJRB Artisan Cutlery. So this is an Artisan Revel and pretty nice, sleek budget folder. It is a button lock with a thumb hole. Can't wait. Try this out. I've been carrying this. You know, I went hiking with it. Again, grabbing some materials and stuff. Seems to be doing just fine. This AR steel that they've got seems to be doing okay for me. However, you know, let's go over everything together. So what's everybody carrying today? Well, I'm carrying that Revel. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but this is my carry. Let me know what you are all carrying. Would really appreciate it. And veterans and active military, as always, just want to say thank you all very much for your service. We really do appreciate you. And for those that are deployed in the Middle East, please watch each other's backs and get home safe. Okay, fantastic. Let's go over the specs of this Revel. So it's from Artisan Cutlery. The overall length is 8.07 inch, blade length 3.54 inch, blade material AR-RMP9 Steel, blade hardness 59 to 61 HRC, blade thickness 3.2 millimeters, blade width 1.23 inch, blade lock is a button lock, handle length is 4.53 inch, handle width is 0.97 inch, handle thickness is 0.49 inch. Handle material is black FRN. Now, you know, some people don't like that, but I don't know. I don't mind it. It seems to be okay. It seems to be functioning properly for me when I go cut things. So weight of the knife is 3.7 ounce, and it does feature ambidextrous pocket clip, thumb hole, and tip up carry. Okay, great. So I've got that out of the way. Let's take a detailed look at this knife. I think that's a clip point, man. I mean, it does have a slight curve. Now I do have the light on. It's a little bit dark in here, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, the black got its due respect. But it's a nice black coated blade, and at least the light is doing justice on the swedges over here and the grind lines. So the grind lines are really nice. It's a bit of a thin blade. You really can't do too much heavy duty stuff with this knife, but I think for cutting, using this at a construction site or landscaping, you know, you can have something in your pocket for landscaping. Also camp, hike, you know, this is not too heavy. You may want to take this on a hike, but and some other, you know, fishing, hunting, etc. I think this knife is capable. So it is I guess it's a mid-saber grind. It's a mid-saber grind. It's got that swedge over there for penetration. So if you need to get into some game, okay, you'll be able to get right in there. And it has this very large thumb hole. Kind of wish it would have rather have had, I would have rather liked to see thumb studs and have this, or a solid piece, but just make it a fuller, you know. There's the Artisan logo, and then you have the steel type here, and I guess that's the designer. But very nice, man. Very nice blade. So the business end, I like it. I do like these type of blades right here that look like that. There's a little space here, obviously, that's the sharpening choil. And then you have the FRN scales. We'll get into the scales now. I think they're done okay. Some people have complaints about the FRN, but if you're going to just use it as a functioning tool, it should be okay. And it looks like they're covers, and then there's some kind of solid, it looks like there's solid liners in there. I mean, it feels pretty sturdy. slight bending, but for the most part, it's pretty sturdy. And like I said, I've been using it and cutting stuff up, so it's working out okay for me. It does have a black space, so I'm going to assume it's FRN also, and it does have this post over here, and I guess you could fit a lanyard through if you wanted to, and attach one of those little beads or something. But I mean, the handle is big enough for me at least, so I had no issues pulling this out of my pocket. Pretty sharp out of the box. Ambidextrous pocket clip. So, I mean, it's functional. Works in my pocket just fine, you know. It's a pretty nice little folder. It's not too heavy, it's lightweight. I don't think it costs a lot of money. I don't remember how much this costs, but you know, if you lose it, it's not such a bad thing, you know. You're not going to be out a few $100s. And that's sharp. That is sharp. But a very nice blade. There's the stop. Okay. So that's the stop bar right there. And then there is, just make sure that I don't go out of focus. There is the cutout for the button lock. And then when you snap it in, snaps into place. Seems to be okay. There's no up and down movement. There's no back, side to side play. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I kind of like it. You know, I appreciate all knives. I really do. And I don't mind FRN. I mean, this stuff is pretty tough. Some people don't like the idea of plastic, but you know, what are you going to do, man? Let's close it. You can do it all with one hand. The button lock. Okay, it's pretty nice size closed. No, it's not so bad. And that thumb hole is plenty big, at least for me, to open it. See if I can flick it. I'm not a very good Spidey flicker. I don't really care for that. Just as long as it functions opening so I can get down to my tasks to do what I got to do, that's fine by me. I don't got to use that Spidey flick or fidget. You know, I just got to make sure that it opens and closes, gets back in my pocket safe, doesn't fall out. But pretty smooth opening, pretty smooth closing. I have no issues with this at all. And again, being that it's a button lock, me personally, I'm doing light work, light to very light medium type work. But very functional, very functional. I like it closed, man. Look at that. That looks pretty good. It's a good looking knife. I think they should improve on it though. I think there should be some silver, some nickel bolsters, and then G10 scales, and either keep this type of steel or S35VN. I mean, I know that they have some limited edition knives that look really nice. I bet you this would look great in a tuxedo type configuration. But the look and the feel overall of the knife feels good. It's not so bad. Let me do the reverse grip for everybody. Man, I would definitely take this out hunting, hiking, camping. And this be a nice backup knife to some large buoys or an axe and a saw. You know, this is probably a little bit lighter than some knives. I doubt a minimalist would take this. It might be a little bit too heavy for them. But if you're into pocket knives rather than fixed blade knives, you know, you're doing a weekend hike or a week hike to get to your spot that's not too far away. You know, you're not going across the country or whatever. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now, hopefully I did a good job of showing you this blade. Let's do a little bit of testing, okay? my wife got me, she surprised me. She got me that bundle of rope over here and this nice paracord. So I'm gonna use it. But before I do that, I wanna get to testing out some wood. Okay, so let me just grab a few pieces of wood here, and we'll get started. Yeah, I know I'm not prepared. It's okay. I don't care. So let's just move this in the back here. Let's get started with this. If anybody wanted to do a little bit of whittling. It's a nice hard piece. Every time I seem to, I mean, these are pieces that I've tested, and I've kept them in my box because they're good at some certain tasks for testing. But they always get, I mean, they always seem to get harder and dried out after I'm done processing them. And then when I do these reviews, I get a better understanding of how good the knife is, because the steel got hard, man. I mean, not the steel, the wood got harder. And I'm squeezing nice and hard purposely. I don't feel any hot spots, even with that clip. But that's looking good. Okay, so I have my little curls. You can make this all day long. You make them thick, you can make them thin for your fire. You know what I mean? Right, and there's a small stick, so just for demonstration purposes, but you could see how nice the curls are. All right. Now, let me put this down. Let me see if I could find a piece that I can okay, good. Here's this piece. I actually tested out another knife on here, which was the CJRB Pyrite. So perfect. I'll just reuse this one. And now, obviously, they're not bushcraft type knives, but if you need to do some tasks with the wood, you will be able to do it. Let me see if I could use my thumb. Yeah, yep. Better at using this with the thumb than the Pyrite, actually. Well, just digging in there. I guess, I'm trying to make like this little curvature. I guess for those who are interested in making a spoon. Now I'm adding a lot of pressure here on purpose. I want to see how the button lock is going to do. It's a pretty thin blade, so it should be nice and slicey, but that's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's definitely cutting the wood, man. Okay. So definitely worked well. So now, let's see. Things seems to be okay, nice and straight. Yeah, we're looking good. There's no play. I know there was some definite pressure that I was applying, and I'm sure that backstop helped. But so far, so good. Yeah. Flicking it is a little bit more difficult, but then again, I am in front of the phone camera. But not bad, not bad, not bad. let's see, let me get some fat wood. 1 second, please. All right, got a nice little piece over here. Trying to show you, I'm getting some nice thin curls with this. Yeah, I don't know, this still seems to be okay. I guess I got to use it for a while. I don't know. You guys might want to comment and let me know more about this steel. But I don't know. This seems pretty good. Let me just cut this off. I don't know, that worked out okay. That's a nice little bird head right there. And then you could make, whoops, sorry about that. Ugh. Okay, that's fixed. That's what happens. I kind of enjoy doing this and behind the camera, but it does pose some challenges. But I wanted to just show that if you want to get some nice thicker curls, I am digging a little bit deeper in. I know that they're going all over the place, but yeah, I mean, it's working. Well, let me do this. There you go. Some nice thick pieces. All right, good. That's doable, man. It is doable. You can make yourself a nice big pile. Throw in that bird's head there, spark it up. You know what I mean? This would be a fantastic knife to accompany an axe and a saw. You know, that's still sharp, man. Yeah, it's really sharp. Yeah, it's still making the curls. Okay, so I think as far as wood goes, pretty easy. Just a small sample. Then you guys can figure out for yourself if this knife is capable to do some other work, you know, with wood, if you got to whittle or whatever. So let's try some material that I have here. In fact, I'll try this stuff that my wife got for me. Shout out to my wife for getting me this stuff. Let me get a little piece out here. I'm here, just cutting behind the scenes. So I've got this paracord, this nice little piece of heavy duty paracord here. Okay, and you could see all the areas where I was using to cut that fat wood. So I did use that blade. And so far, so good. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Now, let me try this other rope that she got me. It's synthetic, but still a good test. All right. So I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna use these loops here. Just start cutting. Yeah, that's easy. Too easy. Yeah, it feels pretty sturdy. Yeah, it feels sturdy. However, the knife is cutting it. So great. That worked out well. All right, good. So now I have some other synthetic rope right here. Okay, you can see all the strands and it's wrapped around in this green. I'm just kind of curious. That's a nice cut right there. Yeah, good. That seems to work out okay. Yeah, these are pretty, this is pretty heavy duty. They tie piping with this that goes under the ground, and then they connect the gutter systems into this plastic piping. And they have all these piping wrapped around in this stuff to keep it together. And then when they use it, they cut the rope, they throw it on the ground, I grab it. So that's good. What else do I have here? Okay, here. Here is some material. This is tie material. They tie roofing, prefabricated roofing with this stuff. And then they have big cranes lifted up on the construction site. So if you want to take this knife on the construction site, it's black. It seems like it's deep pocket. And you know, you need to cut away. There you go, man. All right. So that worked out well. And I have some of this material here. Again, they wrap up all kinds of construction material. I've seen 2x4s wrapped with this. I've seen plywood sheets wrapped with this stuff. I'm going to double it up. You name it, they'll wrap it in this material. And it's not light. I mean, they have these huge bundles of wood and sheets of that plywood, man. And it just, this stuff, you know, handles it. You know what I mean? It's just easy. So this is good. And so far, it's still sharp. I'm going to get a piece of cardboard later. Okay, I have something heavy duty. Good. I have something heavy duty here. They have a lot more heavier stuff with this, so sometimes they wrap some of the bricks with this. Okay, because some homes have bricks or pavers. They wrap this in this stuff. All right, that worked. Yeah, it's sharp, man. I'm kind of curious if I do a push cut. Let's see. Oh yeah, that just cut right through. So if it's nice and tight on whatever the item is that it's wrapping, and you can't get in there to do what, you know, you can't obviously do this. So you get in there with the blade and you push down on it. There you go. And the bricks start falling. All right, good. So that's another good demo. Let's see what else I got. Oh, let's try one of these thick twist ties. Got a nice thick twist tie right here. I'm only tying it so I can get some leverage. Okay. Whoa, did it again. Sorry about that. Did it again. That was a challenge. Okay. Oh man, hurt my knuckle on it too. But yeah, I mean, still pretty sharp. Let me do that now. Oh yeah, it's cut right through. No blade play. That button lock seems to be pretty sturdy. Still pretty straight. Yeah, we're looking good. All right, man. You know what, man? I think. See, I mean, I could show you cut rope. Let me do that because that's just a standard. Hold on a second. Let me just cut some thick rope for you. Hopefully I don't hit this camera again. All right, so cut that thick rope. Let me cut a little piece of thin rope here. Just 1 second. I'm cutting it behind the scenes. All right, there we go. This is brand new rope. I'm sure landscapers use all kinds of stuff. Let's see if I have anything else. Okay, here I have this other material. Again, they tie this to all different type of materials. This, believe it or not, is a lot more sturdier than this. And I've had a lot more challenge in cutting this up. But yeah, there you go. Okay, I mean, that's quite a few things that this knife was capable of going through. And so far so good. The blade is thin. Oh, you know what I want to do? One more test. I just want to test out some cardboard. Give me a second. I'm going to grab it. 1 second. Okay, so I see a lot of cardboard, right? Everything's wrapped in boxes at the construction site. I know those guys are definitely using knives to cut up the cardboard, but there you go, man. Nothing's getting hung up here. But it's adequate, man. It's adequate. It's still freaking sharp. One second, troops. Yeah, it's still sharp. It's good. This knife is good. I like it. I definitely like it. But you know what, man? I think a limited edition version of this would be baller. S35VN blade, dual thumb studs. I don't know. I think I would go with a frame lock or a liner lock instead of the button lock, just for a little bit more heavy duty use. But a nickel bolster here, and then black G10, man, that would be baller. That would be badass for sure. But as it stands, as a budget blade, budget folder, this is nice. This is really nice. I like the blade shape. I like the way it works. And, seem to do the job. All right, there you have it, troops. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. And thank you all very much for lasting this long. I apologize about bumping that camera a couple times, but you guys will get over it. All right, troops, let me bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day, no more. There are veterans and active military who wants to get out of the service. They do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. When we are done here, at the end of this video, you can pause on the slides or check out the comments section, the description section. There'll be phone numbers you can call, websites that you can surf a heartfelt message from one of your own, Martin Miller, Vietnam veteran. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, legionnaires, new recruits, as always, thank you. At the ready, hold the line. Take care.
Legionnaires!